Hello there, you're listening to Thoughts and Knots podcast. Happy New Year. Seihe bon mani badesuyo. Agemashite omedetou gozaimasu. Yes. How's 2022 greeting you guys? Is it okay, or is it so-so, or is it meh? Whichever it is, guess what? It's still January. January, I saw this one Insta post. I think it's from Hip Dictionary. January or New Year. A big Monday blues. And that is true. Because I'm like, I swear to God, I felt like, is it already 15th? Like, halfway through January, and then it's like, it's still 9. Now it's already 10. It's like just 1/3 of January or going through, and then like, this feels long. But then I think it's better because at least nothing like just slams you in the face, like you open the doors to 2022 and you're like, hey there, surprise, gamen pai, what do you call that? Whipped cream pie in your face, like bam, like nothing so sudden or surprising and equals like this is bad kind of news welcoming you. I guess it's better because like it's just like, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of things happening outside. Something that happens like internationally. I mean, domestically, there's like, I'm sure there are things that are going around and like, yeah. I mean, what a way to start. But anyways, how is life? Mine, once again, I mean, it's been slow, but then it's good if I don't really pay attention to the bad news lah. Other than that, whenever it's New Year's, of course, we're going to talk about New Year's resolution because that's what people kind of ask. And when it comes to New Year's resolution, also there's like sections of it, like if there's categories or genres of music, then New Year's resolution, there will be like category of what your resolution is. Like, for instance, some people want career goals or like career based resolution or even relationship based resolution, those kind of like, I mean, it depends again. I think the things that people find like they want to achieve. And if you were to ask me what my New Year's resolution is, I'll be like very general, like be happier, or even live another year. I'm like, and whenever I say that, I'm like, are you sure that's what you want? So I guess the reason why that crossed my mind is because I always think that I never had a deep thought of like what my New Year's resolution would be. And I'm sure that resolution and goal pretty much means the same, but somehow people can put different value to it. So instead of like New Year's resolution, I have New Year goals that I set throughout, not really throughout lah, until next year or next 2 years. I mean, like things that I want to start doing lah. But then once again, it's the same as a resolution. Again, there's no difference to some people. But before that, let's go with the category of resolutions, like career-wise, financial-wise, relationship. So I'm going to go with number one first. Relationship and goals. Relationship and love. I downloaded Tinder and Bumble like before year end, and I was like swiping. And the number of left swipe is like 95% than me swiping right. If you don't know how Tinder works, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know already. Swiping left means you don't want, like you dislike, not dislike, more like nah. If you swipe right, you're like, yeah, this will do, or this can do. And I'm like, I kept on swiping left because I like, nope. Not because I'm being picky. I have a reason. That reason is my head is not in the relationship game at the moment. Like, that is where I know, like, I guess it's not the time now lah kan. Because while I was like swiping left, because I was like swiping left constantly, only two things that crossed my mind. Number one is that, what do I want to do with my YouTube channel? I want what kind of things I want to put up other than podcasts. And I have like a bunch of ideas lah kan. And then other than that, like, I was like swiping left. It would be nice to have a new phone now, because I've been using like the same phone for like, how many years again? 4? 5? Wait, I started 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. Now so 4 years already. I mean, it should be a good year, good, like, duration to change now, because I'm using iPhone 6s, and now I think I'm just going to buy the new iPhone, the 13 Pro, because it has a good camera, and at least I can use it not only like to use it as a phone, I can actually use it to like do vlogging. I can like record stuff with a good camera. I mean, they say iPhone now has a good camera. I mean, I know that like certain brands have like better camera. I'm like, yeah, true. But then, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Matter of, I just want a new phone. That's all. And a good one. That's all. Because why? It's just like, nice. It looks nice. You can even like adjust like blur, focus, like two different depths, and like, oh, that's cool. Then I can do a lot of things. Like, if you just buy a camera, you can use it as a camera only. So if you buy a good phone with a good camera, then you can use it not only as a phone, but also as a camera, as things how phone, all in one kind of thing. So that, yeah. Why did I blabber about phone again? But yeah, that is another thing what crossed my mind. Like, but then speaking of like doing YouTube stuff, like more YouTube stuff again, recently I've also been like into these two Japanese YouTubers, and saying YouTubers is very, what do you call, an understatement, because in one channel there's like there's like 8 people or even 7, which I find very interesting. And I'm like, do I want to do something like that? Like, have a bunch of people in under one channel and then just do dumb stuff, and like that sounds fun. But then at the same time, like, I need to meet people first, or know who am I even like banding up with. So like, yeah. But before that, like, those two YouTubers that I'm I'm into at the moment is like Fishes and 48. You can just type them, and if you want to know, like, I think a lot of people already bump into this clip. If you don't know who Fishes are, like the YouTuber Fishes, the clip where the guy who puts harmonica in his mouth and then someone hits his shin. So yeah, those are the people that I'm like watching. And now I'm watching 48, which also a group of people doing YouTube stuff, and I'm like, man, that seems nice. I guess I'm just attracted to like a group of people doing the same thing together. I mean, not the same lah, like doing things together. I'm like, that's very interesting to me. I want to do that also. But it's like, sometimes you just wish for things that you don't really have or you can't get. I mean, depending lah. Some things can be wished and you get it. Some things you just can't achieve. It's just like a frog trying to fly apa kan, or a fish trying to walk. But then there are other good things that you can wish for that is like close to you. So yeah. And because of that, I got really kind of like inspired like to for this year, I'm got kind of like inspired to just probably number one, other than just podcasts, I want to start recording more home vlogs. Not just me like, I don't know, just start cooking up and whenever we talk about YouTube videos, there are genres, section, categories, and style, like different style. Like some people can go for the funny comedy route, vlogging route, unboxing route, the nerdy, geeky stuff, and some are very into the aesthetic stuff. Like my boss is like, he's interested in inline skating and skateboard, even like those kind of like not hipster, more like the documentary style and sports, like the way like how documentary videos work, and then you just not just put music and then it looks nice. It's like properly clipped, properly cut, properly sequenced, and then timed with proper music and a proper storytelling. Then it looks aesthetic. And another form, I think, now I remember, I was into another YouTuber that I really, really like. I like his style of video and his overall style. It's Valspire family. He does travel vlogs, but then he records it in a very aesthetic way where it looks like an age of coming movie or TV show. And I'm like, wow, I want to do this kind of thing. Yeah, pretty much I'm just very not inspired, very, I want to do it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So pretty much I guess do expect that, although it won't be quick, like suddenly the next video will be like me doing vlogs or me doing aesthetic edits. Probably not that. I'll take my time to like settle things, as in like I need to put up a schedule where I don't really stress myself, and also not clashing things in real life, and just like doing it for fun. And I don't want something like doing this podcast or doing YouTube stuff. It's like I'm starting from podcasts, and then I'll pretty much venture through like different genres of like videos, because I think I'm really into like making contents, as in like making videos and then edit the audio, doing color correction, although my color correction sucks because it's going to be like purple tinted. And yeah, so like yeah, pretty much I guess for this year do expect that. I mean, yeah, do expect that lah. I have not really big plans, slow but big plans, I guess. Yeah. And what else other than that would be like, oh yeah, we were talking about New Year's resolution. What the hell? Yeah, it was. And if I were to say what my New Year's resolution in general, not in general, in a more specified way, other than just like, I want to be happier, live another year. Compared to that, pretty much, I think what I want for myself or a new resolution would be like being honest with myself, as in I don't really have to pen things up, because whenever things go south for certain things that I'm responsible for, like, and I would be like, I would just take actions, and then if I get blamed for like not being responsible for the things that I am supposed to, I'll say to myself, like, suck it up, Zol. You don't need to give a reason, because the moment you give reason is the moment that you look like a whiny person. And not because, I'm not sure why that mentality came to me, or that way of life started for me, because like, I don't know, it's like, it's better for me to just like, if I did something wrong, I'll just like own it to yes, it's my fault, my bad, sorry, I'll make it up to the next one, just like that. Although it's kind of like a toxic thing to do to yourself, because you really need, because as much as some people will be like, that's kind of toxic, yes, I acknowledge that, but at the same time, it's not much of a toxic way that I don't really, because whenever those times happen, like, and I break things, not break things in real life, like I break down things, like the situation, into like many parts. What the fuck happened? What the hell is the causing thing? Or what? How am I supposed to fix it? Next one, and I'll be like, I break things and then solve it in my head, and that is where my response in real life be like, I'm sorry, I'll do my best the next one. I mean, pretty much I don't really say that lah, because I don't know. Yeah, but one thing that I actually do is that I try to fix it, although I don't really voice it out. So yeah, pretty much my New Year's resolution is that I want to be more like, not only like to not pen up, but also to defend myself, as in like, if certain things are not under my control, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll need to work on that also. But one thing I can say is that be more honest to myself and not pen up a lot more. Like, and also to enjoy more, and like not to have too much of expectation as in not really like not expectations, it's more like expected. It's the, I don't know what's the difference between, it's like, how do I say it, like, not this again kind of situation. Yeah, I pretty much just embrace things that are repeated and something that are new, just embrace it. And because one thing that I can vouch to myself, that you can go through all that, like, not easily, but you'll pass through all it, like, you'll do well, is like what I would say to the old me and now me. Yeah. And because of that, music recommendation of the week. I know it's very random. It's always random. Lol. Because speaking of like penting up, and then like things that I like, things that I love, because the previous me has always think of like, if you like something, keep it to yourself, because you enjoy it on your own, because the moment you put it out, it's going to go south, is what I had, those kind of like dumbass mentality or dumbass way of thinking. So for this one, it's pretty much the song that I'm recommending is for people who are like, there are things that you love, things that you like, things that you always wanted to do, that you've kept a secret. Might as well you own it, share it, so that for the sake of not just making you yourself happy, but also making the people around you happy. So this song is from Super Beaver, Himitsu. And yeah, I think I have Nothing much. I'm just going to keep it short because it's New Year. I mean, I did a long one, and also I have a lot of guests upcoming the next episode, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep my solo podcast short, but then with people longer. But then depends if I, it's just like, we see how. So I guess that's all from Zoimoli's Thoughts and Knots podcast. Follow me on Instagram, Zoimoli, or Thoughts and Knots podcast, and also like and subscribe if you're on Spotify. Follow and rate if you're able to, I guess. Yeah, and I think Happy New Year, and it has been Zoimoli. Bye bye.